Hey, and thank you so much for joining me in this Plan With Me video for the month of November. So I am starting right away with creating a background for my cover spread using this image of a candle and a rose quartz crystal, and I am using my palette covered with globs of dried paint to create a textured background using some champagne gold texture paste, which I absolutely love. I love the color of this. And fitting to that theme, I have put on some candles, also in order to light my video a little bit better than the natural light that is coming from my window, because we are in fall, we're approaching winter, and our apartment just has no natural light in this time of year, unfortunately, and it was just getting way too dark. So I decided to put on some candles, which I'm not sure whether I'm ever going to do that again, because it is a fire hazard. My camera tends to fall at least once a video, and it did this time right into the candles. So I almost burned my house down for this video. No, nothing too bad happened. They blew out immediately. And in this video I'm also trying out my dot liner for the first time. It is a double-sided glue tape roller, but not really tape. It's made up of tiny little dots that are supposed to, I don't know, it's a special technique that this double-sided tape roller has. And I chose this one because it is refillable, and that seems less wasteful than buying the cheap ones from the Action and having to throw the entire case away. I hope I will enjoy working with this because I have some refills, but I noticed that it doesn't stick very well. I feel like I have to use glue on top of this in order to make it to make the images stick really well. So that's maybe something to consider when you're purchasing this. On the flip side, that also allowed me to change some things around a little bit when I changed my mind later on the video. I was just feeling the really pretty dusty pink of this image, so I decided to recreate it with acrylic paint. Finally starting to use a palette knife to mix my paint instead of a brush, in the hopes of not ruining as many brushes as I sometimes do. But yeah, I really wanted to match the pink. And I started by only using this paint to create the header where the days of the week go. And then I made a mistake, at least I thought it was a mistake. I tried to hand letter the word November, which it looked too unprofessional, and I know I can do better, so I decided to just prep it and use my palette knife to go over it, because I don't know, I just know I can do better. Yeah, throughout this video I just really wasn't feeling very creative. You might notice that also by the way I talk about how I made this, and I haven't been feeling creative for a very long time, and it is so frustrating. I'm just really critical of my own work, And if I don't enjoy creating, that kind of makes me even more frustrated with what I'm doing and makes me make more mistakes, or at least be unsure of my mistakes. I'm sure some of you really loved the way I wrote November there, but I myself really wasn't feeling it, so it's gone now. And I also did some of the scratching with paint on the bottom. Then I thought, oh, you don't really see the header anymore. And I decided to use the same technique with my palette knife and just scrape some of the gold paste. And while I was doing that, I also decided to use up my paint and my paste in my junk journal, or in my art journal, sorry. And then I thought, oh, I need a quote or something else. I need to add more because I was getting so frustrated. And sometimes you should not go on when you're working on a piece that's frustrating you. In the end, this turned out good because I found a quote. And also a quote that is a reminder to myself, and it is that the only house you need to clean is your mind. Because I've been tired and uncreative. Can you see the trend there? I started a new job, so I am quite tired lately. And that means that my house is not very tidy or very clean. Yeah. Can't say anything else about that. It's just the case. But I sometimes need to realize that that is not an issue as long as I take care of myself. Cleaning is not the main priority. I know that sometimes a clean house for me also helps my mental state, but the only really important thing to keep healthy is myself. So what if my surroundings are a little bit messy, if I don't do the dishes every day? It's okay, as long as I make sure it doesn't stand in the way of being happy, I guess. I don't know if that rambling makes sense, but here I am changing the November around, and I used my favorite stickers by Millen Shop again for the headers. I just love this font. It's kind of close to my own handwriting, so I love using those stickers. Then I again decided that it wasn't enough, and I just had to add some washi. This ripping technique has saved has made a lot of my art journaling, and I really enjoy using this technique, and you will be seeing it a lot. I think I used it in my previous video as well. But anyway. I am not sure if it added anything, if it was really necessary to add all this washi here, but I do really like how I use this washi for the days of the week of the last week of October as a little background to the stickers. I think that just really added something extra to it. Don't you agree? Sometimes I wonder whether it's okay for me to speak to you in these videos. It feels a little bit weird because I'm just sitting here talking to myself. But yeah, you can see me move things around a lot, switch stickers, switch washi, switch everything around a lot. And the last thing I did was add the numbers for the last week of October and the numbers for the month of November with a 0.3 fine liner. And this is the result. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a like, and I would love if you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I will see you next time. Bye bye!